Hello, friends. Greetings depending on where you are. My name is Evangelist Jude Esia Sogwa, the CEO of Healthy Way International. According to Global Life Expectancy Record for 2025, as published by United Nations Population Division, estimates that the average global life expectancy is 73.5 years. That is the average. That is when you compare the number of those who die early and the number of those who die old. You put them together, the average gives us 73.5 years. Now, it's interesting. When you now look at the number of females, female global life expectancy is 76.2 years. 76.2 years. You know what that means? It simply means that women live longer than men. Then male global life expectancy is 70.9. So while average life expectancy of a woman in the world is 76 years, whereas life expectancy of a man is 70.9 years. So men, be careful. Now, looking at this figure, what bothers me is not this global data of life expectancy. What bothers me more is the life expectancy of countries of the world. Okay, let's look at this. Let's look at country by ranks, some of them, some of the key countries. Okay, according to that of the data of 2025, in 2023, we had China. China was around 87. Now, let's look at the key figures right now. Hong Kong has 85.77 years life expectancy. Hong Kong. Then Japan had 85 years. South Korea, 84.53 years. Then French Polynesia, 84.31. Switzerland, 84.23. Australia, 84.21. Italy, 84.03. Singapore, 84. Okay, let's leave all these Asians. From this data, you see that Asians actually live longer than the rest of the world. And do you know the funny part about these Asians? They are not as religious as we are. They are not as prayerful as we are. They don't spend their lifetime in the church the way we are, praying for long life and prosperity. Yet they live long. We are going to know why. Now, let's get to Africa, and particularly Nigeria. All right, it is shocking to let you know that the life expectancy of somebody from, for example, Sudan, South Sudan, where we have wars, where we have chaos, all of that is 57.85. All right, Chad is 55.43. Now, Nigeria is currently rated the lowest with 54.78 average. What does this mean? The average life expectancy of a Nigerian is 54 years. 54 years. Nigeria is not at war like Sudan and the rest of them. Yet in the whole of Africa, Nigeria lives the lowest life. The lowest. Nigerians die earlier than any other country in the world. And this continues to baffle me because this morning we are just analyzing the deaths that occurred within the last 6-7 days around us here. Number one, the people were not sick. Number two, somebody suddenly slumps, dies. Then the third case had to do with even very young people who suddenly just started vomiting blood and off they go. And I think if you begin to, I think last week or thereabout, a visitor came and made a call in an institution and was just walking around waiting for the brother I was waiting for. But before the brother actually arrives, he suddenly dropped down dead. Just like that. So people are just dying every day, everywhere. Somebody you just greeted, before you know, some others are just falling into paralysis. Before you know, the person suddenly collapses and then is stroke or then is paralysis, or then is the person is unconscious. What is happening? I have personally identified two major causes of these early deaths and sudden deaths within our country, Nigeria, in Africa as a whole. One of them is stress level. Our stress level is very high. We are overworking ourselves. As I'm talking to you, I'm also talking to myself. We are overworking ourselves. First, we don't eat appropriately. Secondly, we don't sleep as at when due. Thirdly, we don't have rest. An African man doesn't have break. When you look at the white man that produce mobile phones or telephones, one of the things you notice is that this white man has what they call work phone, home phone, and mobile phones, which means when he is in the place of work, you can call him. When he closes from work, that number cannot ring again. I was rushing with a friend to catch up with somewhere where the people must close by 2 p.m. for 1 hour break. We arrived there 2 minutes past 2, and there was no one to attend to us. That's in Germany, though. No one to attend to us. We had to wait for 1 hour for them to return on break. No, the Nigerian man, the African man does not go on break. No break time. The mobile phone is the home phone. The mobile phone is the shop phone. The mobile phone is the phone everywhere. And to make matter worse, it doesn't go off. The call can come in anytime. We are killing ourselves if we don't begin to mellow down. Too much of this stress, too much of this overworking ourselves. Sometimes, for some of us who are Christians, sometimes you are worried, you are anxious to meet a target, you're also fasting on top of that, and before you know it, the body system begins to break down. That is a terrible challenge. Another factor why these Asians seem to live longer than us is their eating habit. Now, listen, stress kills someone slowly. Stress kills slowly. Before you know it, it begins to accumulate. You may be thinking you are strong until it gets to a level where it cannot be here. But you see what? What you eat kills faster. That's why if you take poison right now, you die instantly. So stress kills slowly, but food or food poisoning or bad eating habit kills very fast. It can knock the organs of the body. So what do you eat? Now, these days, it is noticeable that what we eat is chemicalized. We eat food that is chemicalized, preserved by chemical, prepared by chemical, grown by chemical. Why wouldn't it affect us? Anyone selling edible thing should begin to look at how to help humanity and not just about how to make money. And that is the problem we have today. So what do you eat? Many things we eat today that we call enjoyment is not enjoyment. When we take all the sugars, we take all the soft drink, all the fries, all the whatever, all the red meats, all the whatever, all the types of oil we are using to cook today. So can we begin to help ourselves? Can we begin to help ourselves? So please, even at the comment section, if you are a dietitian, if you are a medical doctor, if you are someone who is into organic system, I will want to hear your comment at the comment section. How do we curb these early deaths, early and sudden deaths? By eating right. How do we curb it? By resting. What is your own view? What is your own introduction? No, this is very alarming, very, very alarming. So if we can tackle this, I used to say to people, look, if you cannot solve the problem, let it go. Kill the problem before the problem will kill you. Kill the problem before the problem will kill you. And then if we can discipline ourselves in what we eat. Now, to make matter worse, it is disheartening to tell you that of 100 persons who die in the hospital, 40 of these people die of carelessness of doctors, die of poor medical infrastructure, die of fake or adulterated drug. 3 reasons for which 40% of people die. So today, not even the hospital is so safe for us today because of adulterated drugs, because of chemicalized things, because of things that we are not appropriately handled, that are not handled properly by our medical practitioners. So I send this message to head of departments and chief medical directors. Ensure that the right thing is done. Hospital should be a place to resuscitate the dying and the dead, and should not be a place that facilitates people departing from this world through wrong treatment, through maltreatment, through wrong handling, carelessness of medical practitioners and what have you. Oh my God. Just like the lady who jumped from the 3-story building and went to hospital, the lady could not be attended to because she was not properly identified. How I wish that there would be a system whereby you save the life first before you begin to think about whether the person is a criminal or not. But this is exactly where we find ourselves today. It's alarming. What shall we do? Help yourself. I help myself. And we help our society. I remain Evangelist Jude Esseasowa, the CEO of Healthy Way International. We promote health. We promote organic health. God bless you.